Hello, hello. This is Vivian Dash, your host on the Confessional Playground Podcast. In this segment, we are going to analyze every video chat app there is. Look at the description so you can find all the links and the transcription. Here we go. Analysis time. Today we are going to talk about how to replace Skype. Skype has been the main app for naughty video chat since forever. It was released in 2003. Oh my god, that's old. Microsoft acquired it in 2011 and their website's completely dedicated to search CAN models by their Skype name. That's how important it is for this industry, But now Microsoft decided to shut it down. So what's left for us? As a camgirl that mainly relies on Skype, I have only two options. Or I freak out, or I find the best alternative for Skype. And lovers, I'm done freaking out. I welcome you to join me in this journey. We're going to go through all the video call apps available, so you don't have to do it yourself. I'm gonna start with Microsoft Teams because that's what Microsoft has been pushing since 2017. I'm going to start with a list of pros and cons, and then I'm gonna give you my opinion. So, the first pro, the most important, is that you can use the same Microsoft account from Skype on Teams. It was very easy to set up. I didn't need to register. I just clicked it and boom, my profile was there like magic. That was pretty good. One of the biggest pros on Teams is that the image and sound quality is great. It's just like Skype, maybe even better. It's pretty good, doesn't lag. You can see it crystal clear. There are options so you can change your background or blur it just like on Skype. There are translation inbuilt that you can have like closed captions, so that's pretty neat. And there is this third pro that I'm not sure if it's really a pro. Here's the thing. Allegedly, you can sync your Skype contacts and export all the history to Teams. Great, right? Like genius. But here's the catch. It's not working. I try to do it every day since I downloaded Teams and it always says it doesn't work. I went to Microsoft support and there are tons of messages in the community forums saying it doesn't work. So if it works, it's gonna be a great pro. Otherwise, it's just very disappointing. Another cool feature on Teams is that you can create communities. So you can gather like-minded people around the subject. I think it can be very interesting. I have plans to create camgirl community, so you can search for independent content creators on those communities. I'm not sure what we can post inside those communities because of terms of service that usually restrict a lot of things with adult content, but I think it's worth to give it a try. Another pro on Teams is that you can either leave the text to chat open during a video chat at the side of the screen so you can read what people are typing. I know lots of guys don't open their own cameras and just like typing, so that's very useful. But also, if you don't leave this little chat open, you receive the text in a little bubble at the bottom. It's very cute. Another feature on Teams is the share screen. Just like on Skype, it works exactly the same and works very well. Here's one last pro of Teams that you can ping a message. This was missing on Skype. I'm very happy they added that. Now let's start with the big list of cons. I have to admit that I'm pretty sad because I had great expectations for this app. I mean, Skype wasn't perfect, but it was very useful, and things not so much. So let's start. For someone to add you, you have to share a link because the search doesn't work very well. I tried many times. You can search for email, you can search for name, but it's not very good. And the link is kind of complicated too. You cannot change a contact display name. And if the person changes their name, it will change for you too. So you don't know who that person is anymore. This kind of sucks. I used to change my contacts' names on Skype all the time so I can remember exactly what we have been talking. For example, if someone bought a package, I could just add some notes, how many minutes left and stuff like that. Now I have to keep my notes on a third app, and honestly, I don't know exactly how to do that yet, but I will figure it out. You cannot organize contacts on Teams. There are no favorite lists like on Skype, no lists at all. I find Teams very limited on mobile compared to desktop. To sign up for Teams, you do not need a phone number, which is cool, but you need an email to sign up. This is normal, but there are other apps that don't require that, so I'm gonna put it in the con list. You can change your display name at any time. However, it usually shows your Microsoft account name, which can be a privacy issue for some people, especially models. So be aware of that. Another con is that you cannot check your video before calling on Teams. Skype allowed that. It was so good. Right now, you just go and pray you're looking great and your camera is in the right angle. Now, this other thing about Teams that I consider a con, but for some people might not be, is that there is no history of video calls. You do a video call with someone, once it's over, there is no history. You don't know how many calls you made, how many minutes were there, nothing. I think it sucks, but for some people trying to, remain private about their naughty video chats can be a good thing. Last but not least, something that really annoys me. You cannot change the size and location of the video chat on screen. Yeah, Skype was a bit limited on that, but you could put side by side, you could get yourself small and the other camera big, but not on Teams. So your camera will always be very tiny, either on top or on the bottom right. And the person you are seeing is very big, which is great, but I wish I could see myself a little bit bigger because I need to be aware of what my viewers are seeing, And by the way, if the other person doesn't have a camera, your camera is still very tiny and there is a black space in front of you. That's not cool. I found a workaround for that. So if you are a model especially, then might come in hand. You connect your camera to another software like OBS or Mannequin. You can open your camera on the screen and split the screen between your image and the big image from Teams. So you can see yourself and you can see the person you were talking to. That's pretty good. Bottom line, after analyzing Teams, I'm sorry to say that I don't like it very much. On a scale from 1 booty to 5 booties, I'm gonna give only 2 booties for Teams. Great image quality, very bad contact list. I am still looking for a workaround on taking notes on each contact. If you have any idea, please write to me and I will add to this podcast. Next episode, I'm gonna talk about the gamer's favorite, the app called Discord. I see you soon. Mwah! I have to make an addendum. After I finish recording this episode, it allowed me to move my contact list from Skype to Teams, but it's a huge mess and the history didn't go through. Maybe it will work later, maybe not. But I wanted to give this update. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast, and I see you next Friday. Bye!